What's going on, guys? Jimmy Mahalik here, back with a second stimulus check update today for you guys. The big news in the economy today is that the Federal Reserve just met for the first time in months, and they're going to hold interest rates near 0% for a long time. The Federal Reserve said on Wednesday it will hold its benchmark interest rate near 0% through 2022. Now, what does low interest rates mean for Americans? So, on one hand, it means that if you have money in a savings account at a bank, you're going to be getting very little money or possibly no money at all. But on the other side, what you will start to see is lower interest rates on things like credit cards, car loans, and even home mortgages. In fact, home mortgages are actually near an all-time low. They're not quite there, but they're very, very close, pretty much the lowest they've been in years. And this is actually a great way for you to save thousands and thousands of dollars. And just to give you an example, this is who I have my home mortgage with. It's a bank called Third Federal, thirdfederal.com. I'm not sponsored by them or anything. I've actually been with them for like 10 years. And they just have really great rates, and they let you re-lock in your rate just by paying like a $200 fee, and you literally can just lock in the new current rate by paying $200 and not having to do a whole mortgage refinance, which typically costs like thousands of dollars. I'm on a 5-1 ARM, which means I pay my payment as if it's a 30-year mortgage, but my rate is basically locked in for 5 years. And my rate is 2.64%, which is astonishingly low. I'm going to show you how much of a difference that will make here in just a quick second. For example, if you want a traditional 30-year mortgage, 3.39%. Or just as an example here, if you have a $200,000 home mortgage and your interest rate was 4% and we get it down to 3%, you're going to see the total interest that you would pay there over the life of the mortgage is $143,000. And if you drop it just by 1%, you're going to go from $143,000 to $103,000. So you would literally save $40,000 just by lowering your interest rate by 1%. And like I said, they're near all-time lows right now. Now, if you live in a high cost of area living like San Francisco or New York City or LA, and you have a $500,000 mortgage and your interest rate's 4%, watch what the difference is going to be here. You're going to go from $359,000 in interest just by going down 1%. You're going to go to $259,000. You literally saved $100,000 in interest just by taking advantage of the low home interest rates right now. So if you have a home loan right now, do me a favor, go online and go to mortgage companies, go to Third Federal, go to whoever you want, and compare your mortgage rate to the current rates, because if you're saving anywhere close to 1%, even a 0.5%, you're going to save tens of thousands of dollars. And a lot of you guys who haven't refinanced in many years are going to probably save more than 1%. You'll be saving tens of thousands of dollars. So in addition, the Fed also said it will keep stimulus coming for years. So in addition to keeping interest rates really low, the Fed said it would increase its purchases of Treasury securities and mortgage-backed securities. And what that basically means is that they're putting stimulus money into the economy by buying treasuries and buying mortgage-backed securities, which keeps the stock market really, really high, keeps the stock market afloat. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, click the subscribe button down below. It's completely free to do so. And hit the like button for me. It really helps out my channel. So, in addition to having low rates, I've had quite a few comments from you guys saying that, well, if the United States just keeps printing money and keeps giving out stimulus money and keeps spending all this money, then we're going to see hyperinflation. You know, our kids are going to have to pay all this debt that the country is just printing money for. But with interest rates near almost 0% and us coming out of a recession or trying to come out of this recession, typically we're going to see price wars on certain things like cars and non-essential goods, because what's going to happen is people are going to be tighter with their money right now because, a lot of people are struggling. So they're not going to be buying as many, luxury goods and, non-essential things like iPhones than you typically would buy. And what this will actually do is it will create competition in the marketplace. So things like TVs and cars will typically lower in price after a recession. So we don't really have to worry about inflation right now. So I guess that means the government can keep on printing money. You guys can let me know what you think down below in the comments. Now, one of the few areas that we have seen price increases on is grocery prices, especially things like meat and a little bit of toilet paper. Remember that toilet paper rush? Thank God that's over. But let me know if you guys are seeing an increase in meat. I've had a lot of comments from you guys below that said things like ground beef are now close to $20 a pound in your local areas, which is just absolutely crazy. I mean, if it were me, I just wouldn't be buying ground beef for a couple weeks. But the reason for that is it's not actually because of a shortage of the meat. It's because people aren't working and are just starting to go back to work. So there wasn't as many workers working. So the production of the meat was way, way down. And when production goes down, prices go up. Now, the government kind of has laws about this stuff with price gouging and stuff, but it seems like the meat has kind of flown under the radar. We did see a lot of regulation on prices like masks and sanitizer and that type of stuff. Those prices did go up, but there was a lot of regulation on them. In fact, Amazon completely stopped Amazon sellers from being able to sell masks and sanitizers on Amazon. They just completely stopped people from being able to sell it. So instead of being able to sell it to people and people being able to go on Amazon and buy them, you literally just couldn't buy them at all from Amazon. How that makes sense, I have no idea. In regards to stimulus news, the best news we've had this week is White House economic advisor Kevin Hassett has said there will definitely be another stimulus package. So with Trump in support of another stimulus package and White House advisors saying another stimulus package is definitely going to happen, we'll have to see what happens in the next upcoming days. So I will keep you guys updated on any new stimulus news as soon as it comes out. I do have a new video coming out about more state and local cities and county stimulus checks. There's a bunch of states and local cities that are giving stimulus checks to their residents. If you want to, you can watch this top video over here. That is the video I made a few days about that. I will have a new upcoming video coming out about that in the next few days. So stay tuned. And over here, I'll link a playlist that teaches you how to start selling on Amazon. I have students that have replaced their entire 9-to-5 income by selling one product on Amazon. Thanks, guys, and I will see you in the next video.